Hello, and welcome to the 25th in an unknown number of podcasts. I'd like to begin today with a few words from an assembly that I would usually deliver to students in Year 10 about to embark on their GCSE and BTEC studies, or to Year 11 at the start of their final year of compulsory education. And that assembly begins with me saying that the students are at the water's edge and they look out over the horizon and the big sprawling sea is in front of them and they are all making their journey across the sea. Some of them may be on jet skis, some of them may be in canoes, some of them may be in larger groups on a yacht. No matter what type of transport that they have, the thing they all have in common is that they're making that journey together. They've left the water's edge and they're heading out towards the horizon. And so it's been interesting to read some social commentators say that when people describe the country being in lockdown, in that we're all in the same boat, and saying that we're not, because we have different methods or different ways of getting across the water. It's interesting to think back to that original assembly to say that no, we aren't all in the same boat. We all have our own method of transportation, but we all are on the same sea. And as we make this journey out and towards an uncertain date in the future, wherever that horizon happens to be, I'm mindful about how it is that we should be spending our days. Yes, we're trying to look for routines. Yes, we're trying to complete work. Yes, we're trying to find family time together and take part in all sorts of activities that involve people beyond our own households, being connected by house party or Zoom or just simple telephone calls or even writing letters. There are all sorts of things that people are trying to do. And so I, again, stumbled across something from Miss Wilkinson again, former colleague. This is on her The Sea Within Facebook page. So as we're trying to find things and routines or fill our days, we need to be mindful about what it is that we should at least hope for as a bare minimum. And so Miss Wilkinson posted this. Experience one beautiful thing a day. Read a poem. Play a favourite song. Watch an old classic movie. Paint the sky. Make a lemon drizzle cake. Whatever. It can be big or small, but do it completely. Read the whole poem. Listen deeply to the song. No day is wasted that contains one total experience of beauty. And so as we may struggle to find some peace in ourselves or some peace in our households, perhaps we should strive for just that one beautiful thing rather than worry about trying to do so many things in the time that we have in the day. Moving on then, we have the answers to Fun Fact Friday. A reminder of the questions. The first one was from Mr. Barber. Which team name in the English Football League, when typed out, is the only one that doesn't contain letters that can be coloured in? From Mr. Foster. A British research team has put together a list of 23 words that have remained unchanged for 15,000 years and can, therefore, be considered the oldest words in English. Which of the following is on the list? Have, give, take. From Dr. Britain. No doubt this one was spurred on by the fact that you may have been looking out for Elon Musk's Starlink satellites. How many countries had launched satellites before the first British satellite was placed in orbit? A bonus, can you name Britain's first satellite? Fourth, we have consider the following. W blank I T blank R. 3 6-letter words can be formed by adding letters to the blanks. What are the words? And then finally, thanks to the Google Doodle and the little game with the honeybees, how many flowers must honeybees gather nectar from to make 1 pound of honey? And so the answers are as follows. Which team name in the English Football League, when typed out, is the only one that doesn't contain letters that can be coloured in? That's Hull City, and it doesn't matter if it's typed out all in capitals or typed out normally with capital letters at the starts of the words. Interestingly, it's stipulated there typed out because somebody got in an argument once because they dotted their I's with halos. So just make sure that we're talking about standard typing there. It's why I say it was typed out. Next, the British research team, the list of 23 words. The one word that's on the list was give. And I think it's interesting. It says something about people, about culture, that the word give is older than words have and take. Next question from Dr. Britton. How many countries had launched satellites before the first British satellite was placed in orbit? The answer was 2. That's the USA and the Soviet Union. Bonus. The name was Ariel 1. Now then, perhaps for a future Fun Fact Friday, Britain's first satellite that was launched by a British rocket, that might crop up some other time. Next question. When we consider the following, W blank I T blank R, 3 6-letter words can be formed by adding letters to the blanks. Those words are waiter, whiter, and writer. And finally, how many flowers must honeybees gather nectar from to make 1 pound of honey? The answer is 2 million. And so those are all of the answers from the questions from Fun Fact Friday. Well done to you all if you got them all right, or even if you just took part and had a go at thinking about some of those questions. More tomorrow. We'll return with more podcasts. So until then, be kind, take care, and stay safe.